How to hire an expert team. You can't afford an expert team. Good. That limitation is your single greatest tactical advantage. It forces you to operate from first principles. It filters out mercenaries and attracts missionaries. Most founders think their problem is a lack of cash. They're wrong. The core problem is a weak, poorly defined offer. They're trying to buy talent when they should be selling a mission. Cash is the most expensive and least effective way to acquire a truly committed team in the early stages. It buys you an employee's time, not their obsession. In this video, I'm giving you the system to bypass the cash problem entirely. We are going to build a talent acquisition machine that runs on vision, equity, and strategic leverage, not a bank account. This is the operator's guide to building a team from zero. Let's begin.
The mission-centric framework. Mercenaries work for paychecks. Missionaries work to solve a problem. In the early stages of any venture, you can only afford missionaries. The mistake most founders make is trying to recruit missionaries with a mercenaries pitch. They talk about the job, the tasks, the product. Nobody cares. Top-tier talent isn't motivated by your product features. They are motivated by the significance of the problem you are solving. This is why you must operate from a mission-centric framework. It's a communication tool designed to bypass the need for cash and connect directly with an expert's ambition and intellect. Your mission is not a vague corporate slogan on a wall. It is a tactical narrative with three distinct components: a clear enemy, a defined promised land, and a credible plan. First, you must define the enemy. Great stories have a villain. In business, the enemy is the problem. It's the inefficiency, the injustice, the outdated system, or the user frustration you are dedicated to destroying. Give it a name. Personify it. Is the enemy information chaos? Is it predatory lending? Is it wasted human potential? Make it a tangible force to rally against. An A player wants a dragon to slay. Give them one. Second, define the promised land. If you defeat the enemy, what does the world look like? This is your vision. It is the specific positive outcome your users will experience. It's not about your company's success. It's about the new reality you create for others. A world where every small business can access the same data analytics as a Fortune 500 company. A world where no one dies from a preventable medical error. The promised land is the destination. It provides the why that fuels motivation when things get difficult. Third, you need a credible plan. This is your strategy. It's the unique insight or unfair advantage that makes your mission believable. The enemy and the promised land create the emotional pull. The plan provides the logical buy-in. An expert needs to see a path to victory. They need to believe that your approach is the one that might actually work. This is where you explain your non-obvious insight into the problem. This is where you demonstrate that you aren't just a dreamer, you're an operator. The enemy creates urgency. The promised land creates desire. The plan creates belief. When you pitch this framework, you are no longer offering a job. You are offering a chance to join a high-stakes mission. You are offering a role in a story that matters. This is how you recruit an expert who is thinking about your problem in the shower. They don't join for the money. They join because the thought of someone else solving this problem without them is unbearable.
The alternate currency matrix. Your bank account is not the source of your power. Believing that is a critical error. Cash buys compliance and time, but it rarely buys obsession. For the A players you need, cash is the lowest form of compensation. It's transactional. You need to make a transformational offer. This is the alternate currency matrix. It's a framework for acquiring elite talent using assets that are far more valuable than cash in the early stages of any venture. There are three core currencies you must master. The first is equity. This is the most obvious, but the most misunderstood. Equity is not just a slice of a future theoretical profit, it is a direct transfer of ownership. It rewires a person's psychology from employee to owner. An employee works to collect a paycheck. An owner works to build an asset. When you offer a senior engineer 2% of the company, you're not offering them a salary replacement. You are offering them a stake in the entire outcome. You are making them a partner in the risk and a partner in the reward. This perfectly aligns incentives. Their success becomes your success, and vice versa. It's the ultimate commitment device. The second alternate currency is access. Top performers are not motivated by safety, they are motivated by challenge and influence. Access is the currency that feeds this motivation. It has 3 components. First, access to a unique problem. A players want to work on difficult, interesting things that push their capabilities. They want to build something that hasn't been built before. Second, access to your network. You are giving them a seat at the table with your advisors, your future investors, and your key partners. This has a career value that far exceeds a salary. Third, and most importantly, is access to influence. You are giving them the autonomy to shape the product, the strategy, and the culture from day one. You're not hiring them to execute your vision, you're hiring them to co-create it. The third and final currency is status, but not in the traditional sense. It's the status that comes from being a foundational part of something significant. The title founding engineer or head of product first hire carries a weight that senior engineer at Megacorp never will. It signals to the world that this person is a builder, a risk taker, and a core operator. It's a permanent badge of honor on their resume and in their career narrative. This isn't about ego, it's about track record. You are offering them a chance to build a legacy, not just a career. These currencies don't work in isolation. You combine them. You don't just offer equity. You offer a co-founder a significant equity stake to solve a fascinating problem with full autonomy and the public status of being a critical pillar of the mission. That is an offer cash cannot compete with. It's how you attract a team that is intellectually, emotionally, and financially invested in the outcome.
The Talent Acquisition Protocol. This is not networking. This is a targeted operation. You are not looking for someone who needs a job. You are identifying a high-value asset and integrating them into your system. This requires a precise 3-phase protocol. First, you identify your target. Stop writing generic job descriptions. Instead, define the one critical problem you need solved in the next 6 months. Is it building a user authentication system? Is it acquiring the first 1,000 users? Get specific. Now ask, who is already an expert at solving this exact problem? Forget LinkedIn job boards. Go where the best operators actually are. Search GitHub for the specific code repositories relevant to your problem. Find the top contributors. Scan industry-specific communities, forums, and private groups. Look at who is speaking at niche conferences or publishing work that you admire. Build a target list of 10 to 20 individuals. You are hunting for surgeons, not just doctors. Second, you vet for alignment, not just skill. Your initial contact must be surgical. It is not a job application. It is a peer-to-peer communication. Reference their specific work. A single well-crafted sentence like, "I saw your framework for API security, and it's the most intelligent approach I've seen," is worth more than a page of generic praise. Your goal is to get a 30-minute conversation. In that conversation, you do not pitch, you diagnose. You listen. Ask them what problem they are currently obsessed with. Ask what they find limiting about their current environment. You are searching for their core motivation. Is it autonomy? Is it a desire for massive impact? Is it the intellectual challenge of a problem no one else can solve? You are looking for a psychological fit. a person whose internal drivers align perfectly with the mission you are on. If that alignment doesn't exist, you disengage and move to the next target on your list. Third, you structure the offer. The close is the final step. If you executed the vetting process correctly, this becomes a logical conclusion. You don't offer a salary. You offer a solution to their problem. You present a package built on the alternate currencies. The mission is the challenge they are craving. The equity is their ownership stake in the machine you will build together. Frame it clearly with standard vesting schedules. This isn't a lottery ticket, it's earned ownership. And access is the unique opportunity you provide. This could be total control over the product, a direct line to influential advisors, or the chance to build something from absolute zero. Your offer is a specific, tailored package: mission, equity, and access, designed to match the motivations you uncovered. This protocol filters for owners, not employees. It is a system for acquiring partners who will bleed for the mission because it is also their own.
Stop thinking like an employer and start thinking like a founder. Cash is just one form of capital, and it's the most commoditized. Your most powerful asset is a mission so clear and compelling it's worth more than a paycheck. Deploy that asset correctly, and the right team will find you. They won't work for you, they will build with you. If you're building systems for capital and influence, subscribe to the channel. We deploy new tactics weekly.